engagement at the University of the Bahamas among many areas affected by COVID-19, but this is not stopping UB officials from engaging with students and others on topics across the board. Its newest initiative, a kind of espresso lecture series, is part of efforts to continue the process of learning and sharing. Lloyd Allen has more.
The Office of Graduate Studies and Research at the University of the Bahamas has created a session called The Research Lens, a lightning series for UB faculty and researchers to carry out precise presentation on their research that can assist in national and regional development. Talking to us about the project is Dr. Vic Nair, Dean of Graduate Studies and Research at the University of the Bahamas, along with Dr. Christine Gangelhoff, Associate Professor of University at UB. Welcome to ZNS.
Thank you.
Now, Dr. Nair, tell us, how did this initiative get started?
Well, this initiative is a follow-through from our initial initiative much earlier. We had what we call the Research Edge series, where we had researchers coming and speaking about their research projects. So this lightning series, when we call it a lightning series, why lightning series? Is because it's supposed to be short and sweet and straight to the point. So this was created for UB faculty and researchers to carry out precise presentation on their research that can assist in national and regional development. So all the presentation is going to profile on the work that the faculty and researchers have actually done and have some benefit to the nation. So when we use the word lightning series, why lightning? Because it's going to be fast, quick, with rapid question and answer session. And this whole session is done within 30 minutes, 15 minutes of presentation, 15 minutes of Q&A. So this session will actually allow the faculty and the researchers at UB to be linked to the industry. We want the industry, we want the government to actually know who are the experts within the faculty, within the university that can assist in a lot of the developmental work that's happening in the country.
Now, Dr. Nair, this week is, of course, the second week of the series, and the first was about 2 weeks ago. Tell us about the initial launch.
Yes, the initial launch 2 weeks ago was focused on climate change. So in fact, we had an excellent researcher from UB, Dr. Adele Thomas, who is also the director of the newly set up Climate Change and Adaptation Resilience Center based at UB. So she talked a lot about the perception of climate change and the implication of the climate action, where we seem to be lacking in our focus on the sea level rise. So I think this is something really critical and we have not been talking enough. And she did an excellent presentation with good discussions. In fact, during that 15 minutes of Q&A, she had 18 questions that she answered within the 15 minutes. And that's exactly the nature of this whole series: rapid question, rapid answers, and we bridge you the linkage that you get with the researcher. So the researcher's context is given to the participants after that.
Now, Dr. Gangelhoff, I'll call you Dr. G, you've been selected as the keynote speaker for this week's presentation. What can attendees look forward to?
Well, I'm looking at national development through the creative industries, in turn through higher education. So I'm using a book that I recently published called Tour de Force as an example of how you can assist national development through the creative industries, and using this book as a way of showing, it's showcasing a lot of research and interdisciplinary and collaborative work that's happening at UB. So that's what I'll be discussing.
And Dr. Nair, tell us again how those who are interested in logging in can do so.
Those who are interested in logging in, so in fact, we have our flyers that is out with the Zoom link. So what you can actually do is you can actually get into the UB website, or you can actually email directly at research@ub.edu.bs. Email us directly that you're keen to go to attend this session, and we will actually email you the Zoom registration link, because I can't read you the Zoom link because it's a long link. So the much it's going to be much easier for you to actually email to us, or you can get into the UB Facebook account or UB website, and the links are there on the top for the session on Thursday.
For the morning edition, Lloyd Allen, ZNS Network News.